Honestly, it just looks like another Octopath Traveler.
What is the game supposed to be? Final Fantasy? I mean, what are you complaining about, man? Hey guys, I'm upset that Octopath Traveler looks like Octopath Traveler. Like, what are we doing, man? Like, I get it. The Nintendo Direct was awful. They showed a lot of cross-generation games. They still haven't gave me a reason as to why I should upgrade to a Switch 2. But this is some pretty laughable behavior, man. You know, like you really that bothered that Octopath Traveler looks like Octopath Traveler? What do you want the game to look like, man? Like, I mean, come on, man. And it seems to be a Switch 2 exclusive, which you thought you would be anticipating for. But I guess exclusives is not what sells these platforms, like you guys alluded to.
Honestly, Chad just basically was saying, I don't care. Oh, great, Madden is coming. Oh, great, Apex.
Well, guess what? The vast majority of gamers that play on these platforms do. Just because you don't see yourself playing these games doesn't necessarily mean that other people won't enjoy them on the Nintendo Switch 2 platform. Like, what are you guys doing, man? Like, I get it. The Direct was horrible. Sparking Zero's running on Switch 1. You still don't need a Switch 2. Probably going to be 30 there and 60 FPS on Switch. I mean, come on, man. Like, I get it. The Switch 2, as of right now, is pretty awful. You got these games on the game key card, free-to-plays. I mean, they still pushing these games. I understand it. But come on, man. That's like complaining about Metroid Prime 4. Oh, Metroid Prime 4 just looks like another Metroid Prime. What do you want the game to be then, man? You want it to be Halo all of a sudden? You know, you want to just change the genre of the game to make it something else that it isn't? Like, I mean, come on, man. At this point, you should say that it doesn't look like there's that much of an evolution in regards to the gameplay that you've seen. Now, I'll definitely take that as a statement. But, man, come on, man. Like, I get it, bro. PlayStation ain't doing that much better either.
Legends is coming. Now, some of this is the stream quality, I'm sure, but I have to say, a lot of people are pointing out that the graphics a lot of these games have, even on Nintendo Switch 2,
they still look bad. I go as far to say that even Fortnite just looks like the PS4 version that they've been playing for quite some time. You would think it would be on the level of at least as close to the Series S, which Nintendo fanboys keep telling you that it is, and yet the games look no better than they did on PS4.
they don't look the best. Now, I'm not even harping that much. Runs good. But a lot of these trailers and stuff...
Now, I think this game, now mind you, it's kind of crazy that they're getting it on the Switch too, but I think this was a good W for Nintendo. I wasn't expecting this game to run on the Switch too. So the fact that it's coming, I mean, I guess that's some good news, but the real question is it going to be on the cartridge? And more likely, it's going to be another game key card situation.
is possible. This is the kind of game where, as great as it looks, I don't want this specifically on the Nintendo Switch 2, right?
What? Then don't play it on there. You're mad that they're getting a version of a game? Like, I get it. I probably would want to play it on a more powerful device, but to go as far to say that I don't want it on the Switch 2. Like, what? That is some fanboy behavior, bro. Because at the end of the day, it shouldn't even matter. Why would anybody care about this crap? You should be happy that you're getting it on your glorious PlayStation 5 where you don't have to deal with those lousy textures or performance.
A lot of these games I even like. Yakuza Kiwami 2, I do love Yakuza.
I mean, I think these games, I mean, it's nice to see them on there, but like I said, man, these games are available on other platforms. I mean, for far cheaper. It's not on the cartridge. I mean, like, these are valid arguments. I mean, I guess if you missed out on a Yakuza game for this long, then by all means, go buy these games. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't care enough to play these games on the go. And there's better options to do that already. So, to me, that I'm not impressed with this.
Kiwami 1, Kiwami 0, all of I'm a huge Yakuza fan. Trailer. I do feel like, even if they're not going first party or doing a first party showcase, I do still think they should have done something a bit more. This just felt boring. I know you can't exactly like hold games that weren't announced against them, but I don't know. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. I guess it's the fact that nothing in here really sold me on, hey...
I mean, at this point, yes, I would agree. Nothing that they've showed really was going to make me go out there and spend $500 on a Nintendo Switch. Not even for a game like this. I mean, considering I could buy it for my Switch 1 if I really get that desperate enough and then just upgrade it to the Switch 2 whenever that may be. like I said, I'm only hoping that this game's on the cartridge, because if it ain't, then I'm more likely not going to buy it. If this is another game key card situation, then yes, I am not buying this game either.
Here's how fantastic your investment is. Because I'm a big believer that when you buy a Nintendo game, I wish they'd showed the release date for Elden Ring. I guess this is a weird Nintendo Direct, because honestly, I feel like now that it's over, I just wish they'd shown completely different games. I feel like almost everything in here just made me wish they'd shown other stuff, right?
And if they did, you would still be complaining about saying that they didn't show enough. And we know why Sparking Zero is dropping on Switch 1, because Namco wants to capitalize on all those Switch 1 owners that are not willing enough to upgrade to the Switch 2.
The Nintendo Direct of dreams. I'm sure people are going to be mad in the comments and go, actually, these ports are the best.
Oh, no, it was bad. Like, let's keep it 100, man. And that's why I try to tell these Nintendo Switch 2 fanboys, man. This is why I haven't picked the one up. Even besides the game key cards, you're not impressing me with these games. You feel what I'm saying? You're not. I still don't feel a need to want to buy a Switch 2, even though you got games like this coming out for the Switch 1. But we're going to have better performance. Oh, you see? Now they're starting to sound like PlayStation fanboys, talking about how they're playing the same games, but with better performance options, and which is even more funny, because your version of the games will be far worse than what you're even getting from a Series S. So what point are you guys making? Besides you guys taking it from the dock and playing it wherever you want. I mean, I'm not, bro. Like I said, man, to me, Nintendo ain't really doing it, man. You know, if this is what y'all call third party for this device, then at this point, oh, we buy it for work. Bro, stop capping. To me, it's an overall aspect. Third party, first party, just the grand scheme of games. That's why I pick up a platform. Not solely due to exclusives, but solely due to the fact of what type of output of games do I have. If I don't see a desire to have to buy the Switch 2, then that also goes against the fact that Nintendo doesn't even care about what they put on this platform. They don't even care. Even the developers that are making games for this platform still want to make versions for the Switch 1 just because they can get more money putting it on the Switch 1 than they can with the Switch 2. It is what it is. When Namco made this decision, they specifically put this game on Switch 1 and 2, right? So they can make more money. So are we going to say that the Switch 1 is holding back gaming because they decided to put it on old hardware that is so outdated from 2017? Like, in my opinion, this is embarrassing. And like I've told you guys before, I'm not really too far on as to what these companies are doing. If this is what you guys call a good year for Nintendo, then you guys don't know what a good year is, because a lot of these games are already available and they play better on other platforms. I know people's like, well, that shouldn't matter, but it kind of does. It kind of does. Because all you're really doing is selling me on the portable aspect, which I can still play this game on a Steam Deck or a ROG Ally if I had one. There's nothing special about what the Switch 2 is doing that the Switch 1 did when it came out, when it was the only portable device. That is the problem with the Switch 2. Hopefully you guys understand that. And I can guarantee by GTA 6, all this stuff that Nintendo's doing is going to be overshadowed. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, man, the Switch 2 Nintendo Direct was awful. But hey, it is what it is. You guys bought into one. Like I said, I'm going to still continue to wait. Take care, everybody. Peace out.